My name is Savannah Pyatt, and this is my presentation on the Fireproof Balloon. At the start of the presentation, I had my boyfriend hold the balloon because I was scared when it popped. So, I had the flame, but I took two videos of popping the balloon with only air in it because we just happened to have two of them. So, I videoed it twice to have, I guess, extra. So it looks like my last project. My screen recording does not want to play a video unless it is not in presentation mode. So here it is. So something I noticed difference wise is that in the next part of the presentation, when you fill it up with air or with water and half air, half water, when I tried to pop the air portion of it, it didn't pop as fast as these. And I think it's just because it's heating up way faster um, in a balloon with no water in it versus only air in it. I'm just gonna leave this next slide out of presentation mode. But this is when I filled the balloon half with air and half with water. I'm just gonna play this, and I'll describe what happened. So, that part of the experiment was actually really fun. I really wanted to do it outside because it seemed like it'd be more fun. So when I took the lighter to the part that had the water in it on the bottom, I had cold water in there. So using fire versus cold water, it was just kind of counteracting each other. So it wasn't getting hot enough to actually pop anything. But you could see that the fire was actually creating like black marks on the balloon. So then when I go onto the air part to try and pop it, well, first when I went up there, I burned my thumb. So that's why I like pulled away and made a noise. But I did pop it because it was just air. There was no water up there. It was just like doing the first experiment. But it did take a second longer than the first one with only air. And I think that's because when I brought the balloon outside, I was actually holding the balloon on its side. And then we tried to pop it upright. So it did have water there like a minute before. Um, but yeah, that's kind of what happened during that part of the experiment. So why did all that happen? Why does it pop with no water in it versus water in there? So I found a quote that accurately described it, so I just added it. Um, Therefore, the water absorbs the heat energy from the flame with a smaller increase in temperature than the air would. The lower temperature change of the water keeps the temperature below the melting point of the balloon, preventing it from popping. And that was from the Fireproof Balloon demonstration, which I believe was from Purdue University. Okay, I was correct. It was Purdue University. It's the only citation I used um, because that was the only information I felt useful. So that was my whole presentation on the fireproof balloon.